Guys, what's up? We have another playoff weekend coming up. This last weekend was obviously super good for us. We hit for 2,400 right here on this play alone. Last second Monday night, we hit on this play again. We cashed right here. And then in the last video, I gave two three-man picks, which I'll do again in this video. Out of the two three-man picks I gave, one of them hit, the other one went 2 for 3, almost hit the third one, okay? So guys, I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there, a lot of guys giving picks that are like, subscribe to the channel, like all the videos. Guys, I promise I will not be asking you to like and subscribe to the channel if I was missing these plays, okay? But I'm giving you guys these plays for free. And my channel's at some crazy number, like 98 or 99% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. Guys, it's free. You know, the only difference is I'll be popping up on your page a little more. You'll watch the video. I'll give you free picks that hit. And then that's all, okay? It's free. Please subscribe, like the video, okay? I'll give you guys another 6 picks in this video, another two three-man picks. I'll go over the games, game script them, tell you how I think they're going to go, and then I'll try to give one player from each team, and then some of the teams I might give a little more. But let's get into it. I'm hyped for this weekend, okay? Divisional rounds fire. First game, Texans, Ravens. I like the game. I don't love it. I love it for the Ravens, okay? To be honest, this last weekend was so good for everyone, like all the teams and players individually, which I said it would be. In my last video, I said all the best players play the best in the playoffs and they all hit their overs, which they did. Okay, I told you guys, all right? And then right now, Texans, Packers, Bucs, and somewhat lines. All their lines are so much higher this week than last week because they all went crazy. Okay, but teams like the Ravens, like the Niners, they didn't play last week. Okay, so there's no bias from last week where they just bumped their lines because everyone wants to go over again. Okay, so I love the Ravens. I love the Niners lines. Okay, this one, let's give you the picks for that one. Lamar, I love Lamar passing yards. 230 is crazy for the MVP, okay? He's going to win the MVP. 230 is way too low. The Texans are the 24th or 25th ranked team against the pass. They're like 6th against the run, so they have to pass the ball if they want to get up with a good lead, which they obviously will. They're going to win this game. I love CJ Stroud. I love the Texans, but the Ravens are going to win this game. I think we all know that. And Lamar's going to throw 230. Bad defense at home, playoffs. He's trying to prove himself, and 230 is just too low for him. He had 321 against Miami, 252 against San Francisco. Jags, no need to pass against them. Chargers, 177, like no need to pass. So I love Lamar in this game, 230. That's possibly my favorite pick of the weekend. Okay, possibly my favorite pick of the weekend. Again, I'm going to tell you guys this every video from now on. Do these picks on underdog. The reason I do three mans is because on underdog, they pay, as you can see, they pay 6x, right? 6x here for a three man. Prizepicks and every other app you're going to use would pay 5x, okay? And it shows it right here. It'll pay 5x, okay? Do these picks on underdog, okay? They have the same picks. There's no reason why you can't go on underdog, okay? Don't be lazy. Go on underdog and put it in for 6x instead, okay? But Lamar's my first pick for the Ravens. I also love Zay Flowers. If you want to put him in on a same slip together, then that's why you would go Prizepicks, right? Because you could actually do that, whereas underdog would not let you do that. But Zay Flowers, I love Zay Flowers in this game going over 51 yards. Okay, like I said, a couple of these teams I have a couple picks for, and I love the Ravens, so I love Zay Flowers going over that number. Mark Andrews is back, but Zay Flowers actually has played better with Mark Andrews in. It opens up the deep ball for him, and he just plays better. So I love Zay Flowers there as well. And then for the Texans, again, like I said last week, guys, everyone has CJ Stroud going for like 250 yards, okay? Nico Collins is by far their best receiver. If he goes anywhere near 250 yards, Nico Collins is going to have to get over 80 yards. There's no way. Like, he's at 80 yards. Their next best receiver is probably set at like 40 yards. Like, it's stupid, okay? Nico Collins, this is easy. You could also go receptions or targets for Nico Collins. I love as well. I think they're going to have to pass the ball a lot. I think he had 7 targets last week. Yeah, he had 7 targets last week, And CJ Stroud only threw the ball like 23 or 24 times. Okay, so in this game, he's expected to throw the ball like 33, 35 times because they're losing. You're saying he's going to get 13 or 14 more pass attempts this game, and Nico Collins isn't going to get 2 more of those targets. So I love Nico Collins on targets and receptions as well. I'm just going to do yards for right now. Again, guys, put this in over here, right? I'm just showing you on Prizepicks. I think it's a little easier to show you on Prizepicks, but put them in on Underdog, okay? And then my last pick for this slip, let's see. We have Packers and Niners. Lock of the weekend, okay? Lock of the weekend. It's right there, okay. Where'd it go? McCaffrey, 92 rushing yards. Look at it, 4 out of the last 5 games, and Washington, like, he did not need to do anything. They put Elijah Mitchell in the game, right? Realistically, it's 4 in a row. Don't even look at the Washington game. 92 yards. Green Bay doesn't have the best rushing defense, okay? Tony Pollard just averaged like almost 4 yards against them, and he's been trash all year, and everyone knows that. Okay, McCaffrey's insane. Niners are insane. They're going to go up in this game. As much as I love the Packers, their luck's running out. This is going to be the game that the Niners get a lead on. They're going to run the ball, and he's going to average like 5-6 yards a carry, and we're going to know by the end of the first quarter, everyone that puts his play in, that listens to me, is going to be like, okay, yeah, that play hit. Like, that was easy. 92 yards is nothing for McCaffrey. Throw that play in, please. I'm begging you. Okay, 92 yards is so easy for him. Lamar, 230. Nico Collins, over 80. McCaffrey, over 93, okay? So that's the first slip. That's the Saturday slip. And then also for Green Bay, I don't love Green Bay picks, okay? It's impossible to pick their receivers. They're so inconsistent. Like, a lot of people are going, oh, Dobbs went off last week. He had like 100 whatever yards. And now this week he said it like 37. Like, let's just slam that. Like, that's free. They need a pass against the Niners anyway. Do not do that, okay? Now, I'm not saying Dobbs isn't going to go off or he isn't going to hit that line, but it's too risky, okay? They're too inconsistent. As much as people want to think they know everything that's going to happen, they don't, okay? It's not consistent. It's not a good line to bet on. I'm staying completely away from the Packers this weekend, okay? So let's go into Sunday. We got Bucs and Detroit is the first game. Love this game. It's the same thing as the Rams when the Rams played Detroit. They both got bad passing defenses. They both have good passing offenses, so it should just be a fun game. And they both got good run defenses. So they're kind of both forced to pass. It should be really fun. We have, let's get rid of this. So the first pick for that game is we're going to go Mike Evans over his 70 receiving yards. So this doesn't look good, obviously, right? Carolina, great defense, okay? He had 22 yards, but they have a great defense. Eagles, 48 yards. Baker is finally getting healthy again. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but during the last game or before the last game, their offensive coordinator, their quarterback coach, and their head coach were all like, we want to open the playbook completely up for Baker this weekend, but unfortunately we can't. He's not healthy enough. We can't do it. They literally said going into the game that they're going to be throwing dump-off passes, okay? By the way, that's how we hit this, is because 33 pass attempts, they said they're going to do a lot of small passes. That's how I knew that, okay? So that proves that I knew that, and I actually listened to the articles and everything like that. They should be opening up the playbook more for him in this game. They need to pass. Detroit is horrible at guarding the outside receivers. That's why I think Mike Evans in this game versus Chris Godwin is because they can't guard the outside receivers. That's why Cooper Kupp last week did not do well against them, but Puka went off. Okay, they cannot guard the outside receivers. Mike Evans, 70 yards in a game. Obviously, it's playoffs, big stakes, indoor stadium, bad defense, 70 yards for Mike Evans. I'll put my money on that every time that's available. Every day of the week, I'm throwing my money on that. So Mike Evans over 70 yards. Next, let's get into, let's see, for Detroit, I don't love Goff. I don't love Amon-Ra St. Brown. But if you want to, my favorite pick for the Lions is Amon-Ra. But I don't love it. The reason I don't love it is just because I don't think the Lions are necessarily going to have to pass the ball to beat the Bucs. And so I don't think he'll be far from this. If he's either going over or he's going to be like 80, 85. Like, I think he's going to be close, but it scares me to bet on it, to be honest with you guys, okay? Instead, since it's an indoor stadium, a lot of scoring, maybe you go ahead and maybe you take a kicker in this game, right? And that's something that I will be able to show you guys in the Discord. I made the Discord free. A lot of people joined after the last video, which was great to see. So you could go join the Discord. It will be the link in this. The link will be in this description or the description of the YouTube channel in general. But I also post on my TikTok and my Instagram pics. So as of right now, I don't love this, right? I'm saying maybe take a kicker. If you go join one of those that I just talked about, I'll probably end up having a kicker this weekend, okay? But for now, other than Mike Evans, I want to go ahead and show you this pick for. We'll just move on to Josh Allen and the Bills. Josh Allen, 43 rushing yards. He averages around, I think it was around 80 yards a game when he plays the Chiefs in the playoffs. Okay, this season he's averaged like 46 yards rushing a game. He's hit it 3 games in a row. In the playoffs last week, 74 rushing yards. Obviously, he broke that long one, right? So people might be like, well, the odds of him breaking another long one are low. True, but if you take away that, he still had 7 carries for right around 43 yards anyway. So even if you take that play away, it doesn't change all that much. I still think he would have hit this anyway. It doesn't really matter. But when he plays KC, Josh Allen versus Mahomes, it's a huge game. It's a night game, primetime game. Everyone knows that. Josh Allen's going to have to go out and run the ball. So I love Josh Allen on his 43.5 rushing yards. That's pretty easy. I like that one. And then other than that, let's see the last. So Kansas City, let's see where Rice's yards are at. These are kind of the main picks that I like for the weekend, but we can check Rice. So yeah, 73 yards is 73 yards is pretty low for him actually. I'm not gonna lie. Buffalo has a decent pass defense. I guess they're not great. So again, this is another one that I'm on the fence about. And again, if you guys want to know where my head's at later, I don't always have time to make long YouTube videos like this, but I could make TikToks. I could send screenshots in the Discord. So go ahead and join one of those for that. Like I said, Discord's free. So this should be interesting later on. Another one that I kind of like that I didn't mention already is Trey Palmer. Like I said, they cannot defend the outside receivers. Trey Palmer, isn't bad to go over. And on Underdog, I believe he has, like I said, since we're placing these on Underdog, yeah, they have him at 2 receptions. They have him at 18 yards, and they're going to be passing a lot. I love Trey Palmer going over like 18.5 yards. That's very easy. 2 receptions. I like that. So, Trey Palmer looks really good as well. But for right now, in order, guys, I would say my number 1 pick for this weekend is Lamar over 230 passing yards. Okay, not even close. And then we have McCaffrey over 91. That's by far my second. And then we have Mike Evans. And then we have probably Josh Allen over his rushing yards. And then probably Zay Flowers. So these are my favorite. Okay. These are my favorite in order. Lamar, then McCaffrey, then Mike Evans, then Josh Allen, then Zay Flowers. My goal is I want to hit at least 4 out of these 5, if not all 5. So I love all these plays that much. I'm telling you guys, okay? And if it hits comeback, like the video, subscribe, please. Okay, guys, it's free. 99% of you guys are not subscribing. And I'm trying to put these videos out more. Next NFL season is going to be crazy. I'll make fantasy football videos during the off season. And for the Super Bowl and everything that's coming up, just subscribe. I give these free picks. Like I said, the free pick in the last video hit. So this should be a good weekend, all right? But these are my favorite picks in order. Other than that, guys, good luck with all your bets this weekend. And I'll see you guys next video.